Welcome to the Hay Kings podcast, brought to you by Crone, dedicated to hay and forage growers. Today on the podcast, I'm joined by Jacob Cummins. Now, Jacob has been on the podcast before, but it's been
a hot minute.
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute, yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
You farm in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, yep, right between you.
Tell us a little bit about your operation.
Well, currently we're farming about 1,000 acres of hay. Most of it's dry land. I do have about 70 acres of irrigation.
A little water, just like me.
A little bit, not a lot.
Water, yeah.
We do run a cow-calf operation. It's pretty small as well. And then we custom feed cattle. And then recently I started milking a few cows again.
I don't have the words for this.
Yeah.
This is kind of the subject for the episode.
Yeah. I mean, we used to be a dairy. My dad milked about 110 cows.
Yep.
And unfortunately, when I was 7, in May of 1997, the whole thing burned to the ground.
The milking parlor.
The milking parlor.
Yeah.
So we got out of it, transitioned into hay and beef. And then, I grew up showing dairy cows.
Yep.
My dad did. My grandpa did.
Yep.
So, of course, I got my kids that are 10 and 7. It's like, well, I want my kids to show dairy cows. By God.
Yep.
Well, it's a little different because when I was a kid, you just walked out and, that looks like a good cow.
And picked one.
And you just picked one.
Yeah.
Well, now it's like we're trying to have to buy cows again. It's been a journey, but if anybody that knows anything about showing, if you want to be competitive with a dairy cow, kind of has to be in milk.
Right.
And if you're going to milk a dairy cow, it's not real fun to do it with your hands.
Especially with somebody that comes from a time with a milking parlor.
Yeah.
Where you know the difference.
Yeah.
Somebody that comes from the city and just goes to milking cows.
Fair enough.
They wouldn't know any different. But you're like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah. We did his first dairy cow. We did milk her with a Ching-Hoi, portable milker in the clip and shoot. And it was like, no, this isn't going to work.
Yeah, right.
So we did end up putting on a little, it's just a double side opener.
Yep.
Flat barn. It's not a pit or anything.
Right.
But it works.
Two cows.
2 cows right now. Yep.
And you just finished all the licensing stuff.
Yeah, literally like a month ago. So we've been selling milk. So we're selling raw milk direct to consumer. We have a little store on the farm, a little mercantile.
Yep.
And we're selling milk out of it.
Save the hate mail. It's legal in Washington.
I know. And there's risk. I understand.
I mean, you had a commercial dairy. You come from a background with a commercial dairy.
And that's
there's no secrets here as to what the risk profile is.
Yep. And that's part of the reason we kind of felt confident about it. And 7 months ago, if you would have asked me if I was going to be selling raw milk, I would have laughed and be like, that's not our plan.
Right.
But because we're in the state of Washington and they do have a lot of rules and regulations for everything.
Everything. Yes.
So if we were to pasteurize milk, which is originally what we were going to do,
right,
I have to have an automated bottling setup.
You can't just pasteurize milk and
then bottle it by hand. I can't do that.
But if you do raw milk, you can bottle
it by hand. Correct. Because that makes sense.
That sounds like a Washington state rule.
Yeah.
Yes.
So because of, you've seen my little parlor. It's 18 by 26, I think.
Yeah, it's not very big, but
I didn't have room
for the bottling.
All of that.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I didn't have the money for it. We've been through 5 years of drought. Funds are a little short.
You and I are living the same dream here.
Yeah.
Just getting our teeth kicked in with drought.
It's been a fun ride.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we got to there. But yeah, during the raw milk thing, like I said, we've been selling milk for about 3 weeks. And we've sold milk every day our store's been open.
Nice.
So I'm going to chalk that up as a win.
Yeah.
And we are working on getting into a couple little stores around us. Like, I'm not going to go to any huge grocery stores or anything.
I did see the little gas station down the road.
Yeah, we got into there. So, and then there's a bigger grocery store down the road a little further. We're going to try to get in with them. But
nice.
Nothing crazy. Because haying's still the number one thing.
Yep.
And
feeding cows is what you do through the winter.
Yep. And the amount of people that were like, oh, that's That's a twice a day, every day thing, milking cows. I know. Yes.
Well aware.
Yeah.
We used to do this.
Yeah. And then, or you get the, well, you can't go anywhere or do anything.
Uh-huh.
I don't go anywhere or do anything anyway. So it worked out pretty good.
Tell me something new. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like in the winter, we're feeding cows twice a day anyway.
Right.
In the summer, you're making hay.
Yep.
So it was a niche market, I guess, that just kind of worked out because of showing cows. And
sure. Somebody that's starting a dairy in 2026. That's...
Yeah.
Now, where do you want to go with it? What's your take us through the economic model, because there's money involved in this.
There is. See, and this is where it's kind of weird because it's my kids' show cows.
Yep.
So it's like I don't own the cows.
Uh-huh.
And I don't charge my kids to feed them.
Uh-huh.
Because it's their show cows. That's what my parents did with me.
Sure.
I'm doing the same thing with them. So I'm not going to 100% lie. Like we're not tracking everything perfectly.
Sure. So some things matter.
Some things matter. I mean, we did sit down and do a quick look over to figure out what we're going to sell milk for on our price per gallon.
Yep.
We sell everything in a half-gallon jug.
Yep.
And so, I did sit down with the wife. Me and the wife run the dairy. We got a vague number put together.
Sure.
And as we continue to do it more, we'll zero that in. But the 3-year plan, we're never going to milk 100 cows again.
Sure.
Or at least I'm not going to. If my kids get older and they're like, Dad, we want to milk 200 head. Go for it.
Okay. Figure out how to finance the robot and we'll go.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
My wife and I, we want to be small, what I guess you consider micro dairy.
Sure.
30 cows is about all we want to do, but that's down the road.
And not in a 2-cow parlor.
Not in a 2-cow parlor, no.
Yeah.
So we do have a 3-year plan to build another barn, which there again won't be anything crazy.
Right.
It'll be a herringbone setup where we can milk 4 at a time. Nothing crazy at all.
Sure.
But, the goal is to have this be a side income, get diversified like we have.
This is a diversification play. I mean, that's really the lesson that I'm trying to get out here is, it sounds a little crazy.
Yeah.
But there's a cash flow implication, a revenue stream associated with it.
But it's got to be something that doesn't eat up my whole day.
Sure.
Because like I said, haying's still number one. We still feed a couple hundred head of beef cows, through the custom feeding in the winter.
Yep.
So, I'm looking at it. How can we set this up so it takes up an hour in the morning and it takes up an hour at night? And that's it.
Yep.
And, right now in our little setup, it takes 30 minutes in the morning and it takes 30 minutes at night. We're done. Like you can wiggle that in and still be pretty busy.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Then, especially with my awesome wife, because now that we're getting into farming season, we're starting to farm around here.
Right.
She milks in the morning, I milk at night. So now you can cut that down even more.
Yeah, so it's only half an hour out of your day.
Yeah,
sure.
It's a half an hour out of my day, and you can whittle that out of a pretty busy day pretty easy.
And raw milk is kind of a thing again.
It is. I didn't realize it.
I've mentioned to a couple of folks that you're doing this.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, that's super popular."
It's like for once in my life, I'm at the front of the wave. And not the back. And
it's the weirdest thing.
I got one of my buddies. He's doing the same sort of thing down at Prosser, and he hays and everything too. But then he put it in this little parlor. Yeah, my buddy. Yeah, hey Kyle.
Yeah,
Kyle Van Dyke. He's awesome. He's kind of the one that got our head rolling on doing this. Because I bought some of the kids' show cows from him, and he showed me his little parlor setup, and it's like, holy shit, I might be able to make this work, like with what we have at home. So Kyle's the one that got the ball rolling, and he's doing really well down there selling raw milk. Because there's a lot of people interested in it.
Sure.
And then you got the A1, A2, and all that other stuff. But
now the A2 thing, it's supposed to be more lactose intolerant, kind of friendly for folks,
it's the beta casein protein in it. So in the A1 milk, that beta casein protein, when your body breaks it down into, it's like BCM7 or something. And it can be inflammatory to a lot of people's digestive tract.
Yeah.
Can't talk.
Yeah.
And the A2 milk, when that beta casein protein breaks down, it doesn't break down into that same, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And so it's less inflammatory to people's stomach and everything. So it still has lactose in it.
Sure.
With raw milk, a lot of people that can't drink store-bought milk can drink raw milk, and that has to do with the homogenization.
Oh, sure.
So when they homogenize the milk, they basically stick it in a pressure cooker. They force the milk and the cream together so they don't separate, right?
Right.
Well, when they do that, the fat globules will smash into the proteins. Mm-hmm. And some people, this isn't everybody, but some people can't break those apart. So then, right, it decides to hit the exit and it upsets people's stomach. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I've heard that explanation on the homogenization, but plausible.
Sure, it is. And, and it's not everybody.
You going to do any, what you're doing feels really old-timey to me.
Just, yeah.
Like really old-timey.
Bucket milker system. And
right.
Yeah.
Like.
I literally use the funnel that my great-grandpa milked cows with to dump milk into my bulk tank from my bucket.
Really?
So it's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat. So super old-timey.
Yeah.
You going to do any cream separation or...
So, in the state of Washington...
Oh, sure. You can't do that.
I can't mechanically separate the cream. So, I can't dump it through a cream separator and sell it with raw milk. I can hand scoop it, but the problem with that is you're in a bulk tank, right? Because you have to get it cooled down to 40 degrees in 2 hours.
Yes.
Which we easily do. But the bulk tank agitates it.
Right.
So, it's keeping it separated.
Mixed and not allowing the cream
not allowing it to separate, excuse me. So in order to get cream off of it, it would be extremely labor intensive.
You can't run it through a mechanical cream separator.
Nope. Welcome to our state. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of little rules.
There's 5,000 old cream separators in various states of togetherness.
Yeah. I've got an old one that came out of like Sears and Roebuck or Sears catalog or whatever.
Oh, there's hundreds of them.
Yeah,
that I can think of that I know where they're at, rotting in people's barns.
Yeah, we went and got it specifically for doing this dairy thing. And then once we started getting into it and realized that we couldn't even use it, we now have it as an ornament in the store.
It's a decoration.
Yeah,
that is the dumbest thing.
But you gotta play within your boundaries. We do. I get so many people asking like, "Do you have raw cream?" And I'm like, no.
I mean, the potential for ice cream and...
Which is another license. And making butter is another license. And making cheese is another license. We do want to start... My wife wants to start making cheese and yogurt.
Oh, sure.
And ice cream's one of them as well.
Yeah.
But we're just not there. I mean, we just started. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of in that 3-year plan to build the next parlor.
Sure.
When we build it, you'll have your parlor and your milk house, and then we'll have the processing room all in one building.
Right.
And... the processing room is going to be quite large.
Sure. So you have more options.
Yeah, more room for expansion.
And then that'll look like a commercial kitchen, kind of stainless steel everywhere.
Everything,
white walls everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy to clean. Yeah.
The all-new Krone Gen 5 Big Pack Large Square Baler gives you outstanding reliability and serviceability. The completely updated VFS makes serviceability easier, faster, and more economical. Talk with your local dealer to learn more about Krone machines built for generations.
How many months did that process take?
Well, I started building the parlor in October, and we got licensed in May.
Well, that's not absolutely horrific.
No. I mean, I didn't get any of my hay equipment worked on over the winter. Basically, all I did was feed cows and build a parlor.
That wasn't inspections all the time.
No.
That was actual construction.
Yes. So the inspector came out twice, and she was great.
Yeah.
Super easy to work with.
Yeah, good deal. You're chopping silage right now.
Correct.
Tell me about that setup.
So if you'd imagine like the pinnacle of chopping silage for 1989.
Yeah.
I'm pretty dang close to that. We're chopping with a 4450. I got a 3970 pull type chopper, John Deere.
Yep.
Shooting it into a big old dual dump wagon.
Yep.
And
side
dump wagon. Yep.
Skadoosh.
Yep. Dump her into the truck, and then we have a big bunker pit. Big for some people, little for others, I guess.
Yeah. Right.
And we also pack with a 4450 with a loader on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like the land of sound guard cab tractors.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we do. And we do most of that for the beef cows.
Wait. Tell me about the truck.
Oh, my. So I got a thing with old GMC semis and 2-stroke Detroits. Uh-huh. So we got one we call the manure truck. It's actually got a 20-yard manure box on it. Yep. It's a 671 2-stroke Detroit and a 1978 GMC Brigadier. Uh-huh. That thing will make your ears bleed.
Yep.
You can hear it from about 10 miles away.
Yep.
And then I've got a 1978 GMC General with a 8V92. two-stroke Detroit. Yeah. The best a two-stroke Detroit ever got. And we pull an end dump with that one, which is kind of a pain, but it works.
And your instructions for driving it?
I remember when I was 13 and we had the manure truck and I was getting ready to go drive it by myself for the first time ever. Mm-hmm. And the words out of my dad's mouth, words of wisdom, slam your hand in the door first because the only way to drive a Detroit is pissed off. And that is 100% correct.
Keep her wound tight. Yep.
Right before it stops revving, that's when you grab a gear. So my neighbors love me.
Just when you think the Pistons are going to exit the chat.
Yeah, that's right where it likes to run.
Yep.
Yep.
That's your shift point. Yep.
Yep. Good times. So, like I said, everybody knows when we're chopping silage because everybody can hear us.
Right.
Two-stroke Detroit, the most efficient way of turning diesel fuel into noise. Sound like you're going a million miles an hour and you're hardly moving.
Yeah, I have a hay squeeze with a 451 and earplugs are
mandatory.
Mandatory. Good grief. You get done just unloading one load and
get out and your ears are still ringing. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Good times.
Those are fun engines.
And then we wonder why all the old farmers can't hear anything.
Yeah. I'm pretty dedicated to the earplugs on that piece of equipment.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
And then sound guards. They didn't start with sound guards.
No, sound guards are pretty tight, Cap. I'll admit.
Those are nice.
And I don't straight pipe my tractors. We had this conversation before we started. I do not straight pipe my tractors.
No.
When you're sitting in them for 12 hours a day, I want it to be quiet.
Yes. And then on the haying operation, all little bales still?
Yeah, and I do the 3x3.
And a 3x3.
So I got the little big bales. Yeah, we run a 348 John Deere 2-tie baler. Mm-hmm. I still run an old sickle swather. Mm-hmm. I haven't upgraded to the rotaries yet.
That's a 4890.
4890 with a 16-foot header.
Yeah.
896. Yep. Got a John Deere 4240 that we pull our hay rakes with. Got a set of Twin Stars. Mm-hmm. They work pretty good. Our 1068 harrow bed.
Oh, yep. That's a New Holland bale wagon.
Oh,
if you're not from the West.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. I even told myself before I came up here.
Don't say harrow bed.
I'm like, I can't say harrow bed if I'm trying to talk about it. And then here I go. My bad.
It's a colloquial thing. That's how you know a hay guy's from the West.
Right? Yeah. My bad. And yeah, we have a pretty standard for our area. Equipment.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Couple semis. They're all GMCs.
Right.
We got anything from 53-foot step decks to my dad's GMC is a 20-foot straight bed that we pull a gooseneck with for hauling big bales and delivering little bales. And yeah.
Sure.
One of the nicest things I ever bought was that telehandler, though. I bought a John Deere telehandler, and for moving big bales, the thing does 30 miles an hour down the road, which is faster than any sound guard will go.
Oh yeah, that's moving.
Yeah, so you can just bomb from field to field picking up big bales. It works great. Mm-hmm. And it can handle 3 of them, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're built for material handling. Yep. They're not built for pulling discs and...
Yeah. And then that whole...
And material track.
The boom coming out?
Ah, yeah.
You can do a lot of really sketchy things. And totally get away with it with that. Works out pretty good.
How high can you go with that?
It's got a 12-foot boom on it. So the top of my shop's 24 foot. And I can set the bucket flat on top of it.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's a long ways in the air.
Yeah. You can do a lot of dumb things. Like when the top falls off that dump wagon I was just talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It works great for putting it back on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Always boggles my mind that if you have a little crane on a service truck or something, you have to be licensed, and then you can just go get a telehandler and do whatever you want.
There is like a little gauge on the boom for how your angle is, and you're supposed to look at that and then do the math to see if you can pick that weight. Nah. You just pick it up and the back end comes off the ground. You're like, okay, that was a little too heavy.
That was too much.
Yeah, you either boom in or put her down. Yeah.
What are you going to change in your hay operation?
Oh, boy. We did change a couple things this year. Kind of going back to the whole diversified thing. Yep. Thinking outside the box. I'm going to plant pearl millet.
Ah, yeah.
Which I'm either going to look like a rock star or I'm going to look like an idiot. I don't know yet.
I have a little that I'm going to put in yet.
Yeah, so we chop.
Soil temperatures, right?
Well, that's the biggest thing.
70 degrees.
Like planting stuff in June
feels weird.
It's so wrong.
Yeah. Like we should not be doing it.
No, we shouldn't.
It doesn't feel right.
We're supposed to be done like a month ago.
Yep.
And it's like I still got the drills set up. I still got the disc out. Like we haven't put all that dirt work equipment away yet.
Yeah.
Because we just came through and we had an old worn out orchard grass field. Chopped, I don't know, probably 1.5 tons to the acre. Dry matter off.
Yeah.
And we're going to take the old moldboard plow to it on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
And turn it all under, and then I'll be planting pearl millet by Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, let the soil warm up a little. It's not there. It's just not there yet.
It's true. It isn't.
Possible frost coming on. That would be the 7th of June.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we farm in South Canada.
Yeah, I was gonna say welcome to farming in.
We're in Washington State, but we farm on the southern version of Canada here.
Well, yeah, like I always tell everybody, I'm an hour and a half from Canada and 15 minutes from Idaho.
Yeah.
Like we're up in the upper corner.
Yeah.
We're trying to upgrade equipment, get more efficient, like every farmer, right? I'd hope.
Right.
We did actually downsize. So last year we were tickling 1,200 acres. Mm-hmm. And for me and my dad, and then the broken retired logger that helps us.
Yep.
So we're 2.5 man crew here.
Yep.
That was too much.
Yep.
And especially last year with how dry it was. By farming more acreage, all I did was lose more money.
Right.
So
right.
We're trying to reel it in and figure out what size works with what we're doing.
And that changes a little bit year to year.
It does.
It's a hard one.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got our normal staple crops. We do alfalfa. We use trit as a rotational crop. Barley as a rotational crop.
Yep.
My orchard grass and my brome grass. That's the normal go-tos, but we are trying to start to venture out and look for some new stuff.
Right. I'm really enjoying adding the trit to the winter triticale.
Yes.
To the rotation.
I love winter trit.
And I have some grassy weeds that I can spray out of winter triticale that I can't take out of orchard grass or Timothy.
Yeah. We were talking about this the other day too, and I'm excited to see how that all works out for you. So, because that was
I haven't looked at it,
because that's the biggest problem with doing winter trit in our area.
Yeah,
is we have our stupid annual grasses.
Yep.
That all germinate in the fall.
Yep.
And we can't get rid of them.
Yep.
So, but other than that, trit is
we're trying Power Flex.
We'll see what happens.
Hopefully
it'll work.
And nobody's used it here, so
yeah,
it should do its job.
Yeah, I've heard of it. There again, I've heard of people talk about it. I've never heard of anybody actually doing it.
Right. Well, I did it.
Thanks, John. You're being the guinea pig.
I don't know that I did it all. I know I didn't do it right, but some of the things we're going to do is put a fertilizer kit on the drill so we can do.
Oh yes,
so we can do a starter kit.
I've been looking into that too.
To get better at doing the triticale is the reason for that.
Zero that in. Exactly. Yeah. And we've done simple things, right? Like we pack before we put a grain crop in. Mm-hmm. Historically, we'd never do that.
Right.
Right. You disc it, harrow it, slam it in. It's just a grain crop. For us hay guys that aren't combining it, it's kind of a second class hay to us, right?
Correct.
Historically, we wouldn't put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, the oats and barley and triticale, they're just a
second class citizen, basically.
Yeah.
And it's but now
we treat that the way alfalfa and grass hay gets treated by the corn, wheat, and soybean guys.
Easy there, John. But we're starting to put more effort into that, and that's actually I'm glad you brought up that starter kit on the drills, because I've been looking into doing that too, and little things like that to try to get more efficient.
Yep.
Yep,
absolutely.
Just anything we can do. Like I tell everybody, you got to have a pretty sharp pencil to farm anymore, and we're getting to the point where I've sharpened the pencil so much.
There's no pencil left.
There's no pencil left. It's just like the metal bit with the eraser and a chunk of lead. But we're still trying to figure out how to sharpen it down and get more efficient.
Right.
And just like, for instance, right now, we got a guy bringing us drywall.
Oh.
Dump truck load after dump truck load after dump truck load of drywall.
Yep.
And we're going to put it in our cow lots in the real wet, heavy areas.
Yep.
To help soak stuff up. And then in the spring, when we go spread manure, you know what? We're getting that much more sulfur. We're getting that much more calcium. Right.
So fun fact. Hold on. So this is Penn State. A series of investigations by farmers, manure haulers, and Penn State extension personnel and industry leaders identified that gypsum-laced manure was capable of creating deadly levels of gas emissions, specifically hydrogen sulfide gas.
That would help with the gophers, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's more like when you're handling it, though.
Oh, it's fine. Sound guard cab. We're just talking about how tight those cabs are in sound guard deers. Well, that's interesting. I did not know that.
Lethal levels more than 600.
Minor difficulty. It's fine.
Okay. Just so you, a ground hugging it's more about the containment areys and those
See,
kind of
these are
things.
out in open lots.
Yeah,
They should be fine.
I know wind direction. No, I mean they're kind of talking about wind direction mattering.
Okay, maybe I should do a little research.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for raining on my parade, John.
Well, I just don't want you dying. That's
good.
No, we were just looking at gypsum. I had a weird scenario. I have some alfalfa Lolas that's just doing terrible.
I've got some doing terrible too.
Terrible.
Everybody does, I think, this year.
And it's nothing to do with the variety. It was probably the fact that we hit like 20 degrees at the end of April.
Yeah, that didn't help.
That was pretty rough.
Yeah.
And then I was operating under the assumption that we were in like kind of the mid to low sixes on the pH. And two different soil tests later.
Yeah.
And we're in the mid fives.
Ooh, boy.
Which is
horrible.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly,
that is not nodulating alfalfa. Right
clearly the problem. Yeah. So now we're exploring lime options.
And that's actually, I was just going to bring this up too.
Lime.
That's lime.
We have to have lime.
And I don't know what it is about our area, but dude, you can't get it.
I know.
It's almost impossible to find up here.
Right.
And that's, I think, a big problem we're having across a lot of our fields.
Is pH.
100%. pH.
Yeah. And whether we're talking about grassy weeds, that's a pH problem.
Yeah. So I've got one chunk. It's just a little 10-acre piece up there at the neighbor's farm that we now farm.
Yep.
And it was never farmed. It was cow pasture for the last eons.
Yep.
Well, last year was the first year we did it. So Dad went out there and he plowed it up. I mean, you're talking root, sod,
roots coming out.
Just a mess, right? So we took the old moldboard plow to it like it was 1972.
Yep.
Dad plowed up anything from bathtubs to gates to twine and everything in between. And we didn't plant that. Last year was a very dry
That's the
year.
piece on the corner there.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
And we planted barley in that at the beginning of June.
Yep.
And we cut 2.5 tons of the acre off of that in August.
In a drought year.
In a drought year.
In a terrible drought year.
Insane for us.
Yep.
And I haven't pulled a soil sample on it yet. I've been being lax. But I am willing to bet the pH on that is higher than anything else that I farm. Because it's never seen fertilizer.
We're on the same page,
Yeah.
But I was going to tell you, one of the soil samples came back with like 6 parts per million sulfur.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Which is but that's not a lot.
No, but
we put 800 pounds of gypsum to the acre on it last year, which should be like 150 pounds of sulfur to the acre.
Yeah.
The other soil test came back with 120 pounds of sulfur.
There you go.
Now, I acknowledge that sulfur lowers pH.
Yes, we know that.
But gypsum doesn't.
Yes.
It's actually neutral.
Yes.
So you hear me loading up my soils with sulfur and saying, well, you dummy, that's the reason the pH is low. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. But it was interesting to me that the one soil test didn't come back right. So now I'm looking at, I'm going to throw my conservation district guys under the bus a little bit, because we did the Washington Soil Health Initiative soil testing through the conservation districts.
Yeah.
And the results came back with like the best pH that I have is 6.3 is what it said it was.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, 6.3, I'll put alfalfa into that. It's not perfect.
It's not ideal, but I mean, I'll be honest with you. For up here, that's
pretty good.
That's the normal.
I mean, there's a lot of 6.1, 6.2s, just 6 flat.
Highest field I have is a 6.5.
Yeah. And I have one field at 7, but that's something that's completely different.
Yeah.
So like 6.3, okay, let's go.
I'd plant alfalfa in that all day long.
Yep.
Yep.
So that soil test was wrong.
Yeah.
And then the sulfur comes back on another soil test, completely incorrect.
Yeah.
And then the third one I actually think is reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Where I'm telling you that
Did you pull all your soil samples at the same time of year?
Or
did you do fall versus
the soil
spring?
test? The conservation district one was several years ago.
Yeah.
And it would have been this time of year.
Okay.
So, yes, the next 2 that we did, 2 different people, 2 different labs.
Yeah.
Same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that spring or fall? Was that in the spring as
That
well?
was 2 weeks ago.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. That was the end of May.
Yeah.
First part of June, somewhere in there.
Because, well, kind of back to the dairy thing, I have to have a nutrient management program for my whopping,
2 cows.
Yeah, 2 milk cows.
2 milk cows.
I have to have it, yeah. And they want me
Full
to,
regulatory compliance.
They
Or
want
you
us-
could have 1,000 beef cows.
literally, I can have 999 beef cows on my property, and it doesn't fall into it's the CAFO, so the Confined Animal Feed Operation.
Yeah.
999 beef cows, or
2 dairy cows.
2 dairy cows.
Or
Anyway,
one dairy cow.
any milk cows,
Any
any
milk.
grade A dairy, you
Yep.
have to have it.
Yep.
They were awesome to work with.
Sure,
they weren't
sure.
bad. But,
There's some stupidity in
yeah,
there. Yes.
the lady was great. She's like, we want you to pull a soil sample in the fall. Mm-hmm. And she goes, I know that's kind of pointless.
Right.
Thanks. I'm glad I didn't have to say anything.
Oh, right.
But
She's like,
I'm glad she acknowledged it.
this is stupid. These
Yeah.
are the rules. Just do it.
Yeah. So,
It's not a bad thing, though.
No. But, and all I care about is nitrates.
Right.
That's it. Literally it.
Right.
When it's like, okay, I mean,
Put as much phosphorus on as you want. That's a different story, right?
right. It doesn't move too much unless the ground's frozen. But,
Right.
minor difficulty there.
Right.
But yeah.
No frozen ground applications in Washington.
Nope. So you have to have stupid manure storage, even for 2
Separate.
dairy cows.
And you have to
Separate, yes.
You have
separate.
to separate
I cannot have the beef manure and the dairy manure together.
because it's different.
Yeah. Who knows? I actually did a bunch of reading on it, trying to figure out what exactly is the difference. Why do they care so much? And you read one statement.
It's just because dairies.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
there is
answer.
no difference.
There's no difference.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be some nutrient.
Depending on what you're feeding.
Depending on what you're feeding, that's maybe a
Which
little. But
the
yes.
beef cows get way hotter of a mix of feed than my dairy cows do.
Sure.
Which I know is backwards, but we'll see what the drywall does. I did take the soil sample this spring. I did not look at it. We got it back. I haven't looked at it yet. For where we're going to put all that. Maybe just drywall.
Right.
Maybe not manure and drywall. And then, I want to pull a soil sample next year to compare.
Sure.
I do like we used that chicken litter for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'd still be using it other than the price of fuel. It costs way too much to
To
drive
haul it,
600
yeah.
miles to get it.
Yeah.
But we did see noticeable differences.
I had Mike Layden in for a recording yesterday,
Okay.
and he's using a prilled chicken litter
Yes.
in his grain drills
Ooh.
with his seed.
Was he getting it from Soda Springs?
I don't know where he's getting it from.
But that's exactly what we were
I actually
using.
think it's here in the basin somewhere
Is it?
closer.
But we were using it was prilled chicken litter.
Which is, I mean, it's a starter fertilizer, right?
Basically, yeah. It was very low. I mean, we were running it through the fertilizer spinner. I was putting it down at 400 pounds of the acre.
Oh, okay.
And so, yes, it's not super high numbers, but it would work great as
In
a
the
starter
grain,
fertilizer.
yep.
Because
In
what
the grain box.
what they were doing is they were taking chicken litter and they were putting it on phosphate rock.
Oh, okay.
So it was pretty high in phosphorus, which is great for starter fertilizer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but no, that's a good idea.
All right, I'll get you connected.
Okay.
I mean, some of the questions here is if it has a lot of phosphorus to it, well, that's great. But we also
Yeah.
want to put some micros with it too.
That's true.
Easiest in the short term is a
Yeah.
liquid package.
It is. That is. I can see that being a lot easier.
A lot easier.
lot
Now
easier.
the bearings that you have to replace on your drill
Yeah.
there's some more complexity to that, but just rusted bolts and bearings that you got to deal with, like everything.
We got to
else.
deal with those on everything anyway. So nothing new there.
We have my 990 swather header completely torn apart in the shop, and I was showing Jacob all the nuts that we had to weld onto weld on all the heads of the bolts to get them out of the cutter bar because they've been in there for. I haven't had that cutter bar apart since I bought it in 2020.
Yeah,
So we cut 6 seasons on it without touching anything inside.
they're in there.
Oh yeah, they were rusted in there.
Yeah.
Good. No, I torched to warm them up and then let them cool down, and that got about half of them.
Yeah, and then you get the old MIG welder out and start burning them on there.
I'd say we probably got a third of them out with just the Ugga the impact gun, and then took the rosebud,
Yep.
got them nice and toasty warm all the way down, and hit all of them.
Yep.
And let them cool down, and then we got probably half.
Yeah.
So we got to half, and then the rest of them, you just sit. I started with a 60-13 rod, turned way up, and just
Let her eat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stick it. Get pliers and hold the bolt or the nut on.
Just start
onto
pushing the
head
rod
and
in there.
Just push the rod in.
Yeah.
And when you're all done, let it cool down, and it comes out.
They come right out. Yeah.
They come right out every time you weld the nut on.
Yeah. But this is one of the cool things about agriculture that I like, and this is one of the reasons I like your podcast so much, is you get to hear about all this different stuff, like just like you were talking about, using basically the chicken litter as a starter fertilizer.
Yeah.
You get to hear, and it's like that never crossed my mind.
Never occurred to you.
Never occurred to me.
That's funny.
Yeah. And it's one of the cool things.
Because it'd be great for triticale.
It would. It'd be
perfect.
freaking awesome.
Then you just got to figure out how to get the micros on.
Yeah. You could almost do a combination of starter fertilizers, but
Yeah.
depending on how you had it set up.
Yeah, and what liquids you want to put on.
Yeah.
And I mean, then you're talking about you'd probably have to mix some water in there to get the gallon or so per acre that you'd need.
Yep.
Like, I mean, just really easy kind of stuff.
Yeah. See, the only problem with my drills is I run dual 8300s
Uh-huh.
on my hitch.
Like
So
you're farming like it's the 80s. Yeah,
Damn.
you're
So-
doing great.
I was looking at doing the starter fertilizer thing, and it's like I got to double all of it because I have 2 drills.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang it.
And the tanks would have to be pretty good sized.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I can do 40 acres of trit without having to fill the drills up. This is part of the reason I haven't done it already.
Right.
There's a little bit more to it.
Well, and then I'm just on the opposite end of that spectrum with a dinky little 10-foot no-till. But there's a place for that,
There
too.
is. There is.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I've used your big drills, too.
Yep.
Like, we trade stuff back and forth.
Yeah, we do. I've used your no-till.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a place for it.
Yeah.
There's a time for it. If you're going into stubble
It works.
and you
That's
don't
exactly what I did with it.
and you don't want to lose moisture,
Yep.
that's where,
And it did extremely well.
yeah,
It just took a while.
it took
Took a hot minute.
5 acres an hour.
I might have been screaming in the cab by the time we got done with the 25 acres.
I want to die.
Yeah.
But when you were done, you were done.
We were, yeah, yep. Didn't have to disc it, didn't have to harrow it, because we came in on top of oat stubble with trit.
That's the spot.
Yep.
For that no-till drill.
I just wish it was twice as wide. And then we would have been cooking with peanut oil at that point.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, 20 feet wide. You'd
be on with something there.
You could
Yeah.
kind of stand. I bet you it was a 20-foot drill at some point.
Probably.
Where they had 2 of them put together.
Probably. Seemed to be like in the 80s, they hitched everything together in weird ways, but it worked.
Actually,
pretty
I think they take 2 10-footers and just bolt them side by side.
good. Oh yeah, probably. You're probably right.
I don't know, but there's probably like 5,000 guys in Iowa that have used a 750 drill in various ways
Right.
and put starter kits on them, and they're screaming, "No, don't do it! The bearings! Don't do it! The bearings!"
See, that's where like with the 8300s, it's a whole different setup, right?
Correct.
It
Whole
is-
different setup.
You know, I just got the dual disc opener,
Yep.
and there's not too much to wear out there. You know, that's kind of the stuff that I'm trying to improve upon.
Yeah.
Just get more fine tuned, I guess. Because like I'm doing like all this stuff I'm talking about. My dad, he doesn't. You know, he goes, "You do whatever you need to do."
Right.
Because it's like he'll admit it, it's above his head. You know, which is kind of crazy when you're talking to your dad. But because you know, you got to look at it. Back when he was farming in the 60s and the 70s, they didn't fertilize. They used cow manure on everything. That was it.
Yeah. Right.
And Dad remembers. It's kind of crazy to think of living through like when, you know, the granular fertilizer showed up in our area.
Sure.
He remembers that. A lot of this stuff Dad just doesn't even think about and just do whatever, which is kind of nice.
Right.
Need your hay dried down faster without leaf loss? Krone Tedders offer the best solution by getting your crop off the field faster. Available in both trailed models and drawbar hitches with the widest range of sizes. All Krone Tedders feature flotation tires and specially engineered tines to lift the crop and distribute it evenly across the swath. Less ash and greener hay? That's the Krone way. Learn more at krone-northamerica.com.
A Western problem. I have 2 Freeman 3-tie balers, and I dearly love to chamber both of them from 16-inch tall chambers, probably to 15s, just because I like the way the 15s go into a block stack.
Yeah.
Maybe 14s, but the 14s don't quite stack the same, but then you get the bale weights down.
Yep, and that's always a problem. Like, even with my John Deere baler, I can crank out 95 to 100 pound alfalfa bales. But then, like with our market, because we deliver most of our hay locally, the little old ladies don't like 100 pound bales.
Right.
And
but I don't like the inefficiencies associated with the little 2-ties either.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not ashamed to say this and make everybody on the East Coast mad. I talked to a guy that was making 35-pound 2-ties.
Dude,
and the reason for it was so he could keep the price at $5 a bale. So it's a race to make the smallest, least efficient bale to handle.
Yeah, and then you have
just to keep the $5 price tag.
They have to pick up 3 of those to one of ours.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
there's no real. I mean, bundlers are coming along, getting way better at making that tolerable.
Yeah.
But 35 pounds.
That's a little excessive.
Like, what?
Well, and that's one of the things I've been looking at too. Is everybody's onto these double balers now?
Yeah.
And
our neck of the woods, it's going to be a long time.
I want to see one work. Because they're, again, like, and a lot of them that I have seen work, they're making a 50 or 60 pound bale.
Right.
And they do that very well.
And we can't handle them.
No.
Our systems are not
set up for
our
that.
Western systems are designed for larger volumes.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. I do think they're onto something with the double balers. I really do.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that is hands down the future of small bales.
Yep.
But we just got to see let them work the kinks out and see how they do.
The reality is we got to see the double baler come to fruition.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason Grady was on the podcast in 2020, right?
Yep. I just listened to that one the other day because I actually totally forgot about it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, hey. So, yeah.
I mean, very early on.
Yeah.
Very, very early on.
So, because there again, back to the efficiency thing. Right?
Yep.
Even like with what you're talking about, it's all about, everything's about efficiency.
Yep. Then I'm talking about a 10-foot drill. I really need a second one.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of crazy hitch I'm going to have to find to make it work, but...
Dude, stick welder, a couple pieces of scrap metal.
Let's go.
You're good to go. Like on my 8300s, they have a different metering system than yours.
Yes.
It's got like a double run flute.
And I wish that were a thing.
Yeah, so...
Because you can do small seeds in
I
big
I can run alfalfa through there.
This is...
Instead of that little tiny grass seed box they put on the front of a drill.
I don't know who needs to hear this. Make grass seed boxes bigger.
Yeah.
On everything. Everything.
We're using the other drill. We have a 100-acre field.
Uh-huh.
And you could go down and back, and then you had to put alfalfa seed in. That took forever.
Who?
I don't know.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. And they call it a grass seed box, but you can't even put brome through it.
Oh, no. Nah, brome's way too big.
Or orchard grass.
Or orchard grass.
Yeah.
There's the teeny tiny little seeds that you can run through them, and that's it.
I don't know what idea that was, but...
Oh, I did 100 acres at Timothy once.
Screaming at the end of it in the tractor cab.
12-foot drill with a little seed box on it.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I'll do orchard grass through the big seed box.
Yeah. That works fine.
But
no, oh boy. Nope, you just put all your bags in the big box.
Yeah, to carry them around with you.
To carry them around with you. That's not how that's supposed to be designed. Why did we get the system that we have?
I don't know. It makes no sense. What do you do?
Oh boy.
But no, I do think there is a shift in people wanting to know more about their food and where it comes from, and they want it local, and they want to get to know the farmer.
Sure.
I mean, so my wife, she runs the store mainly. I'm usually busy out doing stuff. She was gone over the weekend, so I was playing shopkeep, and the amount of people that just want to talk,
right?
And they're genuinely curious
and real and genuine interaction.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We have to provide that.
Yes, because a lot of a lot of the stipulations we have against us in egg, we kind of did to ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that you didn't tell anybody how many acres you had. You didn't tell anybody how many cows you had. You didn't tell anybody what you fertilized. You didn't,
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like now I feel like with our generation,
Yep.
it's our job to educate everybody again.
Ah, yeah. I mean, that's part of what this is.
Yeah.
I mean, there aren't a lot of consumers listening to this podcast,
No,
but there's some philosophy around it.
And I think it gives everybody ideas.
Yeah.
You always want to take the time to, like when we're delivering hay.
Mm-hmm.
I've always taken the time, if the hay customer asks a question about the hay,
Yep.
I've always taken the time to answer it to my fullest ability, whether it took me 5 minutes or 15 minutes.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And because that's our opportunity to educate. And same with doing this milk thing. When they come into the store to buy our milk and they want to talk, that's your opportunity to educate.
Yep.
When did pasteurization become standard?
World War II.
Yeah.
1947.
Yep.
States began enacting mandatory dairy pasteurization laws, and it was federally required for milk used in interstate commerce in 1973.
Yeah, and I do think a lot of it had to do with the lack of refrigeration way back in the
sure.
day.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that farmers weren't keeping their cows clean.
Right.
But, once you get over 40 degrees, the bacteria starts doubling like crazy.
Yep. 1860s.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But
That wasn't mandatory until right after World War II.
yeah, 100 years later. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Technology adoption. It's kind of slow sometimes.
Yeah.
But so pre-World War II, then this was our food system.
Yeah, that's what everybody drank.
And it's so fascinating to me that maybe we are headed for
A step back.
a step back. Yeah.
And I don't think that's all bad.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, especially look at a lot of the ultra processed foods that we have now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, even look at you look at Oreos from when we were kids to what they put in Oreos now. It still says Oreos.
Uh-huh.
But there is a lot of different ingredients in it. And I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm not,
Yeah, sure.
I'm not trying to be a, tinfoil hat here or anything.
Right.
But things have changed.
Mm-hmm.
And me especially, I do like to live in yesteryear. I mean,
I don't think you're alone in that, though.
I do run Soundguard cab tractors, not only because that's what I like, but let's be honest, it's all we can afford to run up here.
Correct, yeah.
But even if I could afford to go out and buy a brand new tractor, I'd just go buy 10 Soundguards. Because I like them. We can work on them.
Yeah, you can work on them. Yep.
And yeah, I think.
I mean, you also have some unique mechanical training.
Yeah, I went to college for it. And then I worked for John Deere. So that helps a little.
Yes, right. Right. But even me, like that's what I'm running too.
Yeah, because
40 and 60 series John Deere's, yeah.
I'm running 40 and 50 series, same thing, So.
All right, what's the name of your farm?
It's White Pine, one word. So White Pine Flats Farms. White Pine Flats Farms in Elk, Washington.
I'll stop there and say thank you for coming and shooting the breeze.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again. It's always a good time.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you to Krone for sponsoring the podcast. Thank you to Nick at Pulmonary Sound for doing all of our audio editing. And see you next time.